it means it's still growing.
Okay.
Which is there will be a suggestion that if it grows to its maximum and those pedicles reduce, those length of antlers will be up to 70 or 80 centimeters long, which is a sure sign we're dealing with a hybrid. Right?
Okay.
Because a good sika will probably max out at around 60 centimeters in length. The other parameters that I would look for would be the width, which is the width between across the eye sockets, and the length, which is from the furthest point at the front to the furthest point at the back, using a calipers to measure it, not a tape. Maximum 13 centimeters wide, maximum 28 centimeters long. The other measurement then is the nose bone. Now the nose bone is the part of the skull that runs down to the opening just over the end of the nose, and there is a V shape right in the middle of the skull, and from the lowest point of the V shape to the inside of the little points at the front is your nose bone length, and that shouldn't be any more than 8.5 centimeters long.
Okay, very good, very good. When we initially brought this in, Larry, what was your, you can say it now, you know you don't give indicators to get people's hopes up or else dash them. What was your initial, considering how many of them have gone through here, what was your initial feeling on the stag?
So when the trophy, when I saw it in your hand, it has a colour which generally hybrids don't have, because they're living outside the woodland and they don't have the ability to get tree resin into their antlers, thereby collecting dirt and muck and detritus, right? They will tend to sort of have a lighter yellowy type of colour in their antlers, right? Looking at it from a point of view of a sika should have the widest point in the middle when you look at the antlers. It should be wide here, and it should start to taper in here. And looking at my figures, we have the tip to tip is 39 centimeters and the widest is 43.5. So that fills the gap. It's a lyre shape.
Okay.
Right? It goes out and then curves back in. When I see if a sika comes to me and it goes from the widest point and tip to tip is wider again, I go, well, let's have a look at this a little bit more closely. There's something in there. One of the things that's important to me, for anybody who is listening and would wish to bring a trophy for measuring, if I have any kind of suggestion in my head that we may be dealing with something other than sika, for want of a better word, I will ask to see photographs of the sika or the animal when it was shot.
Yeah.
And that will give me an idea in relation to the structure of the skull when it's on the animal, the colour of the coat, if I can get metatarsal pictures or caudal pictures, but then that will, nearly concrete my decision on whether it's going to be A or B.
B, okay. One thing that kind of interests me, just as we walked in from the other room, was sika can be measured from a trophy perspective as a 6-pointer, is that correct?
Oh yeah, the bottom line for the Asian species is that it's arithmetical. So
just
it's all about
what that means.
It's all about figures.
Okay.
A plus B minus C.
Okay.
Okay. So the measurements basically on a sika are the inside spread, the length of all the tines and the length of the beam, on both sides added together.
Okay.
And the differences will be the difference in length of the beams, the difference in length of the tines, and the difference in length of the circumferences of the beams.
Okay.
So you'll have 3 pluses. You'll have the inside spread, which will be a plus, the length of the beams and all the tines on the left, the length of the beams and all the tines on the right, minus the differences of each of those.
Okay.
And that will give you your answer in the score.
Very good.
It's a simple trophy to measure, provided you know the points to measure from.
Now, just on that, right? We've discovered today that, from a gold medal perspective, it has to reach
255.
255.
Yeah.
Is that number the same for a 6-pointer as is for an 8-pointer?
Yeah. That's a sika nip-on.
Okay.
The score levels are, for a bronze medal you must score between 225 and 240 points.
Okay.
For a silver medal, you score between 240 and 255, and for a gold medal, it's 255 plus. And there is, as some people would suggest, is there anything better than a gold medal? Well, I make the point like this: if you go to the Olympics and you win the race by 2 centimeters, or 5 meters, or 15 meters, you get a gold medal.
Yeah, not platinum. Do you want to tell them what I scored?
Or what the trophy scored, not me.
This,
I didn't do
yeah,
it.
well, yeah. This trophy scored. It's not official yet, because when I measure a trophy, I do a preliminary score based on my edition. We have to assume my edition is correct, but it's not official. So when this data is uploaded to the CIC database, it will produce a certificate with the official score on it.
Okay.
So the preliminary score at the moment, and I don't think it's going to change, I don't think my maths are really that bad, is 2.5.